one is from the education space, and perhaps one of the largest education mergers that we have seen in the Indian equity markets. Treehouse Education Board has finally approved its revised merger deal with Zee Learn. The deal had hit a roadblock after Zee Learn had started re-evaluating its merger contours. Mangalam Maloo, who has been tracking that development closely, joins in now with the details. Mangalam, take us through the fine print. It's a complicated structure. By when will it be completed?
So Treehouse and Zee Learn, both of them saw relief rallies in trade today after the merger terms were renegotiated for one share of Treehouse for one share of Zee Learn. Remember, this ratio earlier stood at 5.3 shares of Zee Learn for one share of Treehouse, but this had to be renegotiated because if you look at the price performance, when the merger ratio was first announced, Treehouse was trading at around 206 rupees while Zee Learn was trading at 41 rupees. Since then, Treehouse has fallen 85% while Zee Learn has been a relative outperformer there. The reason why Treehouse fell 85% were a few. The first one is obviously the financial bad performance of the company over the last 2 quarters. Their financials have deteriorated. Secondly, the cash on Treehouse's books has come down from 151 crores in September to about 22 crores in March. And thirdly, some of the actions of the promoters of Treehouse have led a bad taste in investors' mouth. The first of them being on December 4th, just when the Treehouse Zee Learn merger was announced. On December 3rd, the promoters, Geeta and Rajesh Bhatia, offloaded 9.5% of their stake in the company. And secondly, after revoking their pledge of about 80% stake, they did go ahead on March 12th and pledge their entire shareholding. Why would a promoter do that is a question that they still need to answer. Other than that, Zee Learn saw a rally in today's trading session because investors thought that they're going to pay 1/5 of what they were paying just a few months back. But remember, Treehouse prices have also fallen that much. And what does Zee Learn get after this merger? Well, if you look at the last 2 quarters, Zee Learn's performance has improved considerably in the last 2 quarters, Q4 FY16 and Q1 FY17. They've made a combined EBITDA gain of almost 25-26 crores. On the other hand, Treehouse has lost nearly 36 crores on the EBITDA basis, primarily because the other expenses mysteriously increased, and that could be a drag on Zee Learn's books. Other than that, earlier they were also getting the 151 crore cash for the deal, which has now gone down to 22 crores. So we need to know whether there would be synergies or not. Treehouse, remember, has about 700 preschools, which will be added on to Zee Learn's 1,600 preschools. But what kind of synergies come by and what is the price that they're paying for that, the jury's still out.
All right, Mangalam, thanks for explaining that.